We've got a lot of brand new news circulating from viewers like you, including a botulism outbreak. How about this one? Reports of students that would have otherwise failed while the teachers are being advised by administrators to give them passing grades. Yeah, these are the people that are fresh over the border. And got another ingredient that the United States uses but is banned in European areas. The FDA has finally told companies to remove this from the products. The thing is they still have a year to get it out of the products. That means y'all are still using it. We'll tell you more about that and a lot more news you should know coming right up. My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. For some of you in areas like mine, Washington State, newsflash, cold snap warning, and prepare for freezing temperatures already. Thanks for starting this video off with a like. It really helps it get out to more people. And let me know down in the comments where you guys are chiming in from and what type of weather you're experiencing. Currently for me, I woke up to 45 degrees along the river and it was chilly. And I told you guys approaching this November, things are gonna get pretty darn wild. And apparently one of the people running for presidency keeps getting possibly attacked. With the latest, just so that you know, suspected chemical attack leaves the Trump supporters with mysterious eye injuries. Just so that you're aware, multiple supporters of the former president reported suffering from a mysterious eye injury after attending a rally in Tucson, Arizona last week. The mysterious incident had led to questions concerning whether the former president could have been targeted with a chemical attack, leaving a bunch of attendees with what they said was unbearable eye pain. And I'm reading this from American Military News. Like I said, in a lot of different departments, I'd put my money on things probably gonna get worse. And for those of you that are still eating top ramen or ramen noodles, a lot of buzz revolving this. So if this is you might wanna dig into this one. They're saying some ramen noodles are on recall. Several deaths have been associated with the noodles. After investigating, it is the spicy ramen noodles. One company is Samyeon out of Denmark, the spicy chicken noodles and stews. This was sparked by a social media challenge of the people, etc., etc. So just saying, if you guys eat top ramen, cup of noodle, it's gonna be worth looking into that and making sure you're not getting one of those. Also coming in, over 60,000 birds and counting are dying from botulism. They're calling it devastating news. The botulism outbreak in Tule Lake National Wildlife Refuge in the Klamath Basin now has claimed the lives of over 60,000 birds and counting. What's going on there? I don't know, but a lot of birds are dying, and they're saying that it has to do with the warming temperatures of the water, the bacteria, and then all of the other dead birds around them, and then the issues from that. Also, another thing that was shocking, sent to me from people like you guys out there, boots on the ground type of report. Chicago public school teachers claimed they were instructed by administrators to give passing grades to migrant students. Now, why would they do that? Now, this is coming from the Gateway Pundit, so you need to do some extra research. A troubling report from the WGN News has revealed that Chicago Public Schools, CPS, teachers have been instructed by school officials to pass migrant students even when the student would have otherwise failed. Any of you guys in the past or have kids now that get special treatment like that? Interesting, right? Multiple teachers from various schools alerted the media about this issue, expressing their frustration with the mandates that are being given. Look, guys, I don't know if you guys know teachers personally, but I've been hearing a lot more complaints and reports from teachers that are getting out of the game because of how things are drastically changing with teaching kids these days. It goes on to say one teacher recounted how she was instructed to give a student a C and promote her to the 3rd grade despite the fact that the student was only performing at a kindergarten level. This rate does not shock me. Teachers have reported being told during training sessions that they must promote migrant students to the next grade regardless of their actual academic performance. This push to promote students without adequate skills clearly undermines the basic principles of education and quality of education for all students. Give me some feedback on that one down in the comments. What do you guys think about that? Let's read on, just because this one's really interesting. Adding to the complexity, many of the newly arrived migrant students do not speak English, causing teachers to resort to using Google Translate in the classroom in order to communicate with the students. And that right there is just another example of the special treatment. How do you guys feel about that special treatment you keep hearing more and more about? Another thing that was sent to me that I found extremely interesting, something that is banned in a lot of other places, but not in the United States until just last month, from what I'm reading. And this stuff is still being purchased at stores. It's still in a lot of things, probably being used by fast food, by restaurants, and you don't even know. Because the big kicker is even though the FDA said you gotta get this out of people's lives because we now think it's bad, even though we've been using it forever, we're gonna give you a year to get it out of everything and out of the stores. Which means despite the reasons why they don't think you should have it anymore, they're gonna let you have it for another year. Check this out.
FDA finally did something right and banned vegetable oil. This is the worst thing you can possibly put in your body. Watch this next clip. Please don't ever use this stuff ever again. You won't be able to for much longer.
Many years now, that pressure has been on because these things have been banned in Europe in most countries, but here in the United States, we're still enjoying the effects. Oh yeah, thyroid problems, liver, lungs, they get into fatty tissue, they accumulate in the body, cause major issues. Here's the problem. This goes into effect August 2nd, but the problem is companies still have 1 year to get it out of their products completely. You know what that means? Yes, we potentially can get affected by these things. Look, I've been telling people to get these out of their families' lives for many years, but now we're down to the clock. Okay, I'm gonna read the list of the ones that we know still have this in it, but I'm going to tell you this right now. Google BVO products and you can find a list because most of the products they're in are actually sodas, which our kids drink. But I'm going to tell you right now, Dr. Pepper still has it. 7-Up, their Sun Drop drink, still has it. Dollar Tree's Stars and Stripes orange soda, still has it. Mountain Lightning Orangeette from Walmart, still has it. Clover Valley from Dollar General. Those are random ones. If you Google this, it will come up. Pass this on. We need to know. This is big news.
And there's a lot more where that came from. A lot of different ingredients and toxins that have mostly come to light due to media, due to guys like me and gals like me spreading the word on platforms like YouTube and other various ones because you're not gonna hear it on mainstream. Now, you guys by now, I'm sure have seen memes like this.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
That line has made some of the best memes I've ever seen. Pretty hilarious, but the fact of the matter is, the truth to that is easy to find. I'm not gonna go into a bunch of reports, but just look it up and you'll find plenty of news releases. That is in fact the case. And even more worrisome, you've got places like Springfield, Ohio, where this is happening.
Ran to her car, threw her stuff down, ran to her car, she was chased. Okay? They were immigrants. She was chased by a man with a machete on her way to work. Called the police. She told them what had happened and wanted to file a report. 2 hours later, the police still had not called her back and never checked on the crime. So that's how you know there's no crime in Springfield, because no one's reporting it.
Getting numerous reports just like that, where there's a lot of incidents and there's nothing happening about it. There's nobody responding, there's nothing reported. And we went over Springfield, Ohio and the issues with the Haitians just the other day, where it sounds like they're literally taking over a town. And with tens of millions that have already came across, and probably tens of millions more, these are the type of situations that are gonna grow more near probably to your location. So you wanna stay on top of what's going on, because like I said, most likely gonna get worse. Wanna know another crazy thought? What happens when these people, who are nearly not qualified for just about anything, start becoming police officers? Check this out.
They're now giving them jobs as law enforcement officers. That is why I had to drop a bill last week, the Citizen-Only Policing Act, because they are now allowing people under these programs to serve as gun-carrying sworn officers of the law. Keep in mind, these people are in the country illegally, and that is what is so crazy to me.
No
and
way.
Another fine point to put on this that everyone should be upset about is that collectively, we spend $42 billion of taxpayer money every single year on people in this country who have been brought in through the Harris-Biden regime or have crossed the border illegally. So as a comparison, homeless veterans only get $3 billion.
Now, you're gonna have to do some research to validate everything that was said there, but usually it's on point. And I have to say it like that to cover my bases. So how does that one make you feel? 42 billion going to them and only 3 billion going to homeless veterans? Something is seriously wrong. And how do you learn about this type of stuff? On different platforms. You gotta look around because you're not gonna see that on Fox News or CNN or CNBC News. You're gonna find it on YouTube. You're gonna find it on X and other platforms. For example, speaking of control, allegedly via X, Brazil has officially banned X. Breaking news. Well, I wonder why that is. You guys got any guesses? Says anyone using a VPN to access it will be fined $8,900. You don't think that's in our near future around here? You're mistaken. In comments reading, I foresee a pattern of blocking stuff like this continuing in other countries. I totally agree. And then you got people reporting this. Musk just said this. Just a reminder that you always need access to this platform via the .com. Even on your phone, no app is needed. Now would be a good time to download a VPN in case you get blocked. And then he provided a clickable link. Thing is that's what it's coming down to. Get real information. Because stuff like this, I think, is going to keep popping up. Horses missing after a barn break-in. Animals found butchered about a mile away. Butchered and eaten for food. Followed by, these are things that are happening in people's yards. Look, sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that is clearly an issue right now and something to be aware of. And I've got a lot more interesting things coming down the pipe that you guys are gonna need to be aware of. Again, please share this if you found it interesting. Like button, your 2 cents down below. If you guys missed any of these videos right here, check them out. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you on the next one.